Back to you, CJ.
Yeah, let's just play this again because we got to break down what she does here.
Yeah,
because
I'll be right back. Right back.
It did not go unnoticed, shall we say, on the internet and elsewhere that you were on the floor having some conversations with Republicans, including Matt Gaetz and Paul Gosar.
I should have set this up more. Let me set this up because you might be looking at AOC and like, why does she look a little more nervous than she does in another video? How she looks a little fake, like she kind of sitting up there. She understands this show because understand Alex replaced the slot for the biggest propaganda on MSNBC. So she's saying, I'm here. This is the high level propaganda. So I got to have my game tight. And that's what she's doing here. And that's why the nervousness, in my opinion. Let's listen now that I set it up correctly. Let's listen to what she says here.
It did not go unnoticed, shall we say, on the internet and elsewhere that you were on the floor having some conversations with Republicans, including Matt Gaetz and Paul Gosar. Can you enlighten us at all as to what those conversations were like? And is there any hope that you guys work together to get Hakeem Jeffries elected as Speaker of the House?
You hear that question? Can you hear the question? And what are you guys going to do? As if, because remember, this is the left network. And so he's a Democrat and he's black. What are you going to do to get him elected? Now, if that was me, and it's Congressman Compton J, what the fuck are you talking about, Alex Wagner? Hakeem Jeffries is a smidget, if at all, different than anybody on the Republican side. So I don't know what you're talking about. But no, we're not getting no Hakeem Jeffries elected. Instead, we're going to do this. That would have been my response.
Yes, DJ.
But of course, that's not hers. Go ahead.
Yes, to that point, that's such a great point. And after this segment, I think that's a good time to transition. I'm going to show you guys the Lauren Boebert, Sean Hannity. And guys, this clip from last night went hella viral on Twitter. That's why I know CJ not on Twitter as much as
I saw videos. No, I saw videos made of it where I can see them. I think it's a Majority Report video, actually.
Dude,
they talk about it, yes.
The contrast between that and this could not be more night and day. It's embarrassing for AOC. AOC and the squad going around bragging that they're not raising a ruckus, that they're good little Democrat Party operatives. Meanwhile, Lauren Boebert was like, I don't give a fuck what you say, you old fucking shit. I said what I said.
I gotta see this.
It kills me that we had to look to the right to see people do that. Because the right, as we explained many times before, their job is to shift over to window. The progressives, their job is to lose. Pramila Jayapal's job is to lose. AOC's job is to come out here and look like a dumbass. Because their job is to emasculate and embarrass the left. Disenfranchise the left as much as possible. It's not about winning for them. That's their job in the establishment. The more they embarrass the left, the more they emasculate the left, the more the establishment will like them. You got fucking Jennifer Rubin shit posting with AOC. All the blue check liberals love AOC now. Not because she wins, it's because she loses for them. But go ahead, let's continue the video.
The House.
I think in chaos.
I don't know if you know the tale with AOC. This is a question she did not expect, and she's trying to. It comes out as a word salad because she's trying not to answer the question.
And look at what she said too. Notice the terminology she used in this chaos.
Right.
Remember what we broke down yesterday? And ever since then, that was 2 days ago. You've seen it more, haven't you guys? Everyone repeating chaos. This is chaos. That's the buzzword. You guys see how fast AOC is to repeat that? 22 seconds in, she's repeating the memo language. Go ahead, CJ.
I have this here. I was going to bring it up later, but chaos to describe democracy. Understand what they're doing, people. It's chaos that you have a different opinion. That's what they're saying. Absolutely. It's chaos that these three members are vying for their district. It's chaos that you're holding us hostage. How democracy is supposed to work. You see what they're doing? They are getting people to go to be good lapdogs.
Yes.
So that is what's rewarded, like a dog. Here, you understand. I always say this about animals. People can have a different view. I'll go, they always call dogs more smart because dogs obey. And I'm like, to me, the cat is the smarter one because he's saying, fuck you, nigga. I do what the fuck I want to do when I want to do it. So, but I bring that up to say just American culture believes that the dog is the smarter one because he's doing what he's told at cue. Anyway, chaos to describe democracy is an interesting chaos to who? Who are they talking about and who are they describing to who? It's not us.
Remember, CJ, yeah, I love that you said that right in. They're not talking to us. Remember, most people I see boomers get mad at me. I'm not mocking you guys. I'm literally just going by the facts that literally all the people who watch corporate news is born. I'm not saying all boomers, but the boomers who watch this is gonna be like, oh my god, democracy is chaos. The whole corporate news model is about scaring the shit out of boomers. Democracy is chaos. The Senate is chaos. So according to them, and this is what happened over the last 100 years to show that we live in a capitalist dictatorship. Accordingly, in the last 100 years, the second in demand in line of the presidency was chosen behind the scenes by party leaders without any input from the people and the representatives. That is not democracy. And they ain't talking about this like, oh my god, it's such a smooth system. We get our leaders chosen. We don't want to cause a ruckus that embarrass our institution to the ordinary people. We don't want to show disorder. That's a good thing. That's a positive thing. But they hate it. They hate the idea that their lineage is going to be ruined. And I see some people say, oh my God, Kevin McCarthy deserves this. He worked hard for this. That's supposed to be, so for them, it's all about the career. You don't want to ruin someone who worked hard for this position. Let us anoint people, ignore the peasants, and fall in line. That is not a democracy. And the exact opposite, they show us chaos, and that's how they want to breed the American people. That's how they want people to believe. But go ahead, CJ.
Yes, just tossing. I want to make sure we get a lot of comments up. So you're making everyone ride the volume. Sorry. It is a habit. I used to be a DJ at a gentleman's club, so it is a habit when I'm talking or like, because this is how I would have to talk with the mic, and I would lean in because it's a lot of music. So it's a habit, and I haven't broke it yet. My apologies, but let's get back to the video.
I think in chaos, anything is possible, especially in this era. You know, it is unlikely, but there's always a possibility. I do think that in terms of some of those conversations, I mean, listen, some of us in the House of Representatives are independent in certain ways from our party. And I do believe that in some of those conversations, there are things that are happening on the floor. These machinations are happening on the floor. And sometimes the leadership of your party, in this case, the Republican Party, will be making claims in order to try to twist arms and get people in line. And a lot of times, information and truth is currency. So sometimes to be able to fact check some of the claims that McCarthy is making, whether Democrats are going to defect or not, et cetera, is important in order to keep him honest and to keep people honest in general. And so, you know,
what the fuck is she talking about? What is she even describing? Why can't she is on video, Nick? Why is she answering as a hypothetical? And why is she just not saying, what are you talking about? None of that's happening. I was there. You have me on camera right there. What she's trying to do, Nick, is not give off or not have, come off as a person willing to vote for a Republican speaker out in the open. How is the most left person going to be the first one or one of the first one after Ro Khanna saying that in public? She can't be that. And that's what she was caught off guard. She came on a friendly network. Now, maybe Alex Wagner, she's trying to pull her to the right. So she's asking her and framing the question to put her in this hard place. But that's exactly it. She's on the floor trying to negotiate what can happen, and she's being called out about it on this show, and she don't know what to do. She don't know what to do. Go ahead.
And I want you guys to hang in there with me, because let's think about this. She has a show all the time. I don't see AOC on her show that often, right? This time slot. Ever since Alex Wagner started, I think this is the first time that AOC on now, right? My question, because I'm a very curious motherfucker, you guys. I ask myself these questions all the time. Why now? CJ, why did they bring AOC during prime time right now to talk about this. You guys think the establishment haven't heard of forced to vote before? Sweet summer child.
Nick,
Nigga,
they also brought on Jamal Bowman, same show, same one. The Jamal Bowman video is on the same show, same person. I think it's the same episode. Go ahead.
And once again, I'm literally spitballing this theory out. But isn't it the fact that they bring these progressive people? They know the left wanted to do what the right wanted to do. They know that there's a grassroots that wanted AOC to vote against Nancy Pelosi. No one can convince me that these people don't know about forced to vote. All of them do. So they was like, all right, we're going to call AOC and the squad up. We didn't get you guys to speak out against what the Republic. You guys think it's a coincidence they called AOC to do this interview? They wanted to squash that idea among the progressive base immediately and as aggressive as possible. So they brought AOC on, Jamal Bowman on, to talk about how the Republicans are in chaos. You guys don't think that's psychological? You think that's not a propaganda war they're playing to invite AOC on instead of anyone else? They bring her on prime time, and they probably didn't give her a choice. They was like, AOC, you going on the new Rachel Maddow? You're gonna explain why what Republicans doing is bad. You understand? Like, it wasn't a question. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna do this for us, and not like AOC fought her. They just like, hell yeah, all right, this is my job. Anyway, that's just a working theory. I think there's a reason why.
The new Rachel Maddow. They don't even call her real name.
Yeah.
She's the new Rachel Maddow.
She's trying so hard. I'll be watching clips because I want to see like how the new Rachel Maddow. She's trying so hard to be the new one.
Rachel Maddow.
It's not working.
The new Rachel Maddow. All right. Let's listen to the rest of this word salad here.
No, I think what was important today was to send the message that we were united behind Hakeem Jeffries as the now minority leader or as leader of the Democrats, and that there would be no defections, that Democrats are here.
Think about what she's saying here. The most left person is saying, I think we're showing that we're united with Hakeem.
Yeah.
The guy that they've been saying for years, Nick. For years. I'm talking about all of white left pseudo media. The TYTs, there's literally, because I did a segment on it, there's literally video from Sam Cedar to Emma of them talking about how Hakeem Jeffries is terrible.
Yep.
And how a future, before he became minority leader, our future one would be terrible. Now, because now nobody said anything about how all of the progressive voted for that same person. And AOC is going along like, what is happening? This is what I mean, Nick. The strategy has gone to the right before our eyes. It has slitten right before our eyes. There's 10 seconds left. Let's listen, and then we can switch to your video.
Are here. We're not going anywhere. And if they want to play ball, we're open to that.
You see, she's trying to make it seem like she's not actively trying to do something Republicans. She's trying to say, we're here. Don't look at the video where you see me negotiating with a bunch of different people. I'm just here in the back. If you guys want to, I'm here. As if that's what she's trying to put off here. But go ahead with the Lauren Boebert.
I'm gonna show you guys this. I'm gonna show you guys the Lauren Boebert video coming up next after this video. Because I think this is a good time to slip this in, because Glenn Greenwald, he had a great show with Savvy last night, and he also talked to Jimmy. And he told a story about his first interview with AOC, which I'm sure that the people who still like AOC probably never seen before. Because if you see this interview, it really exposes that it's not like it's not political miscalculation. Remember the Smurfs? The Surfs dude who was like, well, I think AOC, they just bad at politics. No, motherfucker. They know exactly what they're doing. You gaslighting fuck. You gaslighting pasty motherfucker. They know what they're doing.